Hey, folks, if you haven't heard about Anchor, let me tell you, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. First of all, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. I'm recording these intros on my phone. It's wild. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you on all the mediums. It can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Those are the only two I know, but there's those and many more. And you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So what you need to do is go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Do it!
Okay, how was your weekend? Address the glasses.
All right. I just wear them when I have a headache real bad, so it helps. Most of the time, it just means my eyes are probably straining. But I never wear them outside of my house because I'm not a fucking nerd. But I figure we can class up this goddamn podcast a little bit. Have a guy with glasses, it might be good.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll soften the blow of some of the things I say to people that are so mean.
Yeah, you can't be a bully and wear glasses, you fucking nerd. You're trying to look, I'm the victim. I look like I get beat up.
I have glasses. I can't be a bully. I have glasses.
So you really think this post about someone bullying is about you?
Yes, it's about me. It is. It's 100%
I didn't know that when I sent it to you. I just was like, isn't this guy like a piece of shit? Why is she like...
Yeah, it's about me. It's about that night at Max when he got heckled.
It's not bullying when you're doing jokes. Like, it's different. Like, I don't know. You make fun of me all the time and I don't go, man, Blake sucks. It's just like...
Yeah, it's
joking.
because you're not a pussy. But also, like, that dude... Like, we were all on his side. Like, those guys just, like, weren't even listening to him. They just yelled that you suck, fuck you, get off the stage. Like, it was such a, like, random heckle. And so we were all like, hey, man, don't worry about it. Just fucking keep going. Like, I literally remember being like, hey, dude, fuck them. They weren't even listening. Just keep talking. You know what I mean? And then he was like, nah, fuck that. And put the microphone in the stand and then waddled his fat ass back there with his cane. Like he's, like he ate all the members of the fucking Clockwork Orange gang. And then he fucking went back there.
Sorry, I don't know why that made me, that was really hit me in a good spot.
But
he ate all the members of the Clockwork Orange, and then he drank some milk to wash it all down.
But then, he went to go fight those dudes. And I was like, let me go. I'll fucking handle this situation.
Yeah.
Because it's unfair to be the most experienced person that was there by far. It's not even close. And it was like, okay, well, just let me go up and deal with this bullshit. Like, I will deal with it.
Well, they put the headliner in the middle of the show there anyway, don't they?
Right. And we were like 9 in. So I was like, just let me, I'll just go. Plus, I wanted to go anyway, so I could just go home.
Yeah. It looks like, does that just happen at that mic a bunch? Because I saw a clip yesterday. It looked like some shit like that happened. Or
you saw a clip yesterday? For where?
Not yesterday, Tuesday. Yeah, for Monday, the Max.
What happened?
I don't know. Nick Noble posted like, Luke hosts a great mic and looked like these audience members were like, oh, what the fuck? And they were like walking away or something. And I was like, oh, does that just like happen there all the time? Or is that still a clip from the first time? I don't know. But
no, that probably was a new instance. But yeah, man, fucking crazy. And it's just like, but he told like half that story You know what I mean? Like, he didn't tell the story about him going and trying to attack these two black dudes.
What story do you tell when someone's like, hey, what's your story? Like, well, I'm going to tell you my story.
I tell the fucking full story. I try to tell the full story. I try to be objective when I tell a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one bullied this guy. I mean, he like harasses people. I don't know. It's just like, we're just like, hey, Andy, stop being a weirdo.
And then we found out later that day that like he sends like fucking weird shirtless videos to and all these chicks. Like,
what's
it's
her
like
name?
Fucking,
the one that's with, I can't even remember.
Oh, yeah. Hey, he sends like weird shirtless videos.
It's hilarious that, first of all, the worst two things you could offer a woman is your sense of humor and your body, and you went with those two things. You take your shirt off to tell your jokes. I don't understand.
But also, like, you don't have like a good body. Like, why are you like, hey, here's my? It's not even your dick. Like, it's not even like the thing that could be good.
Yeah.
Like, you send them,
like
the top half of your fucking disgusting fucking body.
Well, we've all seen his like fucking giant ass crack too, because he like falls asleep.
Falls asleep, like he's like, oh,
and then he's just like hanging out of his clothes, and we're all like, oh my god, Jesus.
And the listen, like the thing is, I am all for reformation and like second chances and whatever, like, but you weren't even like a Nazi in the way that you went to prison and then you fucking, you know what I mean? You had to survive. So you joined the fucking Aryan Brotherhood, or you like grew up in the KKK because your dad's a piece of shit. And then you realize you're like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, there's those stories that are good, but you were just a fucking guy on 4chan that was like, yeah, the alt-right, fuck blacks and Jews. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that to me.
That is crazy. That is insane. Especially on 4chan, when there is like so many other groups of fucking dorks on there. Yeah. Like, you could have just been a not hateful nerd. You could have been like into anime or whatever goofy bullshit. Right. And nobody would have fucking said anything.
Well, that's why I feel bad, because I'm like, why? I feel like we have to be nice to him because he's gonna, kill us all or something.
Good. Fucking good.
It's like, it's more like fearing, doing good because you're scared of like punishment or something. Like, oh, why do I gotta be nice to this guy for being a fucking horrible person?
Right. He really puts the mass in mass shooting. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, a mass shooting and an earthquake in the same day.
Yeah, it was going to be a mass shooting, but he had a heart attack 2 kills in.
Still killed 2 people.
Oh man, you can only hold it one gun when you have a cane.
Unless he has one of those cool like penguin guns with the
yeah. But yeah, dude, I don't know. It's like I'm not gonna stop making fun of people on stage. Like, if you know how many times it's happened to me. You know how many times, especially when I started, where people would just go in on me. I probably said some of the meanest shit I've ever been said to me on stage at Millions when there was a showcase there. I was like a year in.
But you're not doing it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Tell the story.
No, it's not even like really a good story. I just was like, I was doing a bunch of like first year comic shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like that edgy edgelord bullshit. Yeah. And he like was like, hey, maybe we shouldn't put him second on the show, and just like blah 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 blah. Just kept fucking beating me down.
Yeah.
And it's like that made me be like, you're better. Right. You are right. You're correct. Like, I should be more plainly funny, and then I worked on it. Like,
yeah, I mean, no one likes to feel like an idiot, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, though, that was a good joke. He made fun of me or whatever, like.
Right, yeah. If you get, like, fucking Gabe's made fun of me, Jeff.
It's like if if she tried to go into me in Columbus and, like, was winning over the crowd, I would have been like, damn. But, like, she just tried to attack me for no reason. Then everybody was like, "Boo, you suck." And I was like,
Right.
"Yeah,
She was-
you
but that-
just
but
are
that's-
being mean."
But even then, she's also just hammered. Like, she was just
Right,
hammered
yeah,
and
yeah.
probably having a bad day and took it out on you. You know what I
Right,
mean? It
right.
wasn't even like, but like, I think if you saw her tomorrow, you wouldn't be like, fuck her. You'd be like, whatever. Like, okay.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
we
I mean,
moved
it's-
past it. We vented on the
Right.
pod, and that's all we need to do. I mean, that's
Right. It's like, who cares, dude? Like, none of that bothers me. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to be bothered by that kind of goofy shit. I mean, Mark Shalafu literally says, I look like I need, when I open for him, he goes up and says, I look like I need a roommate to live in my car. Like, that's, like, I needed a roommate to afford to live in my car. And that is a funny fucking joke. That's a funny thing to say. And it's true. I look like shit. Like, yeah, I look like shit.
I mean, that's a guy also that I'm like, man, I think this guy hates me because he said some just mean shit to me. And I find out he like really likes me, and I'm just like, well, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's how, because he's a fucking comedian. Like, he's a fucking guy who's gonna bust your shit, but he's also like, he's helped me so much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, not even just with like the Norman weekend or whatever, but like, you know, just in general, like him helping me learn how to write and be better at comedy and giving me tips and whatever, and telling me when something's like too much or not enough, you know, like
that's what I need. I need someone to tell me, whoa, don't say that.
I do all the time, and then you still say it. I do it. I do that
I'm not
all
gonna
the
listen
time.
to some nerd with glasses. I need like a cool guy. Someone I respect.
Jeremy. I don't mean to step
Is that
on you
your
right
car
now.
roommate? Who? What happened to Blake?
I don't mean to step on you right now, but
You're not black enough.
but Jeremy, don't say that.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
moving on
Clark
then,
Kent, Clark Kent's back.
You are a journalist.
Well, I used to be.
Former.
Yeah, former.
No, like, but also it's not like you're bullying people because you're not like going out of your way to like make fun of someone who's not on the show. It's like you're making fun of someone who like literally did something dumb on the show that you're on.
It's also like not like I've pre-written it. Like, it's all literally almost all of it is off the top of my head. So if I'm coming up with stuff like that off the top of my head and it's hurting your feelings that much, that is really, really sad.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I fucking crafted a good roast joke. I just pointed out that was fucking weird. Like, that was fucking weird. It's very weird that pitched his merch.
I know. It's super weird. He had like the worst set ever. And then he goes, anyway, if you want to sign up, pre-order merch, sign up on my list.
Pitch his merch he did not have. It's
email you when I get the merch. And it's like, if that was a
fucking
bit,
thing.
that's hilarious.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. It's not even close. I've told him that to his face. But dude, that's the funny. You should do that every time. Just fucking pitch merch that's not real.
I remember I was so annoyed because I was like another one of those Cincinnati All-Stars or whatever, or the weekend. And I never get on him. And then I like show up and he's on it. And I'm like, what? And then he does that though. And I was like, okay, that's fucking funny. I was glad I got to witness that. The fucking pitching the merch. Yeah.
Worth it. Worth every fucking second, dude. Loved it. That was one of my favorite moments doing comedy, I think. Just watching that. Watching that and being able to go up and talk about that, because that is the funniest fucking thing that's ever happened.
Well, see, what's weird to me, though, is that there's been times where, like, there will be, like, a roast show, and people will, like, would make jokes making fun of Carrie, and she's, like, not even on the show. Or, like, and I'm just like, that's weird.
That is weird.
And she's still a good sport about it. She's like, why are you even bringing me up? I'm not even on the show. Why did someone talk about me? And it's like, that seems more fucked up when it's like someone I still got to make fun of her even though she's not here or has anything to do with it.
That's way more fucked up. That is so much more fucked up. To just bring up her and she's not even a part of it. She was like on the lineup. Like, yeah, like, okay.
Well, she's kind of made herself like a target there for a long time because I guess there was this like she was always like a good sport and would let people just make fun of her, I guess. I don't know. Because like posted something on Facebook, you know, calling her a dumb slut or something stupid, and like lost his mind and was like, "Why would you say these horrible things about Carrie?" And like got all, you know, woke social justice warrior, and Carrie had to be like, "It's just a joke. I let him say it about me. It's all good. I know about it." And I'm just like, it's so funny that you still let that, and then even people like a booker would see that and just be like, "Oh, what the fuck."
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, like it is weird to do it on Facebook as a bit. It's weird. Like it's just like if he saw Carrie and was like, "What's up, you dumb slut?" It would be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like that's a little different.
No, I get it. I'm saying it's different, and it's crazy that she's even like, it's fine, whatever. And it's like with these babies, these fucking man babies or whatever they are,
dude,
like,
it's fucking crazy. Like. I feel like I'm being made out to be a villain in a lot of stuff. Like, it's like, I know none of it matters, but it's just like, dog, what the fuck? Like, I got fucking dunked on for being nice to, like.
I know, I don't get that at all. If that part turns you into a bully, I don't understand anything.
I'm like, what? What? I don't understand. What is happening? Why would that be mean? I mean, like, maybe, like, the thing that, like, I said in that podcast that was a little, like, mean was, she's been really open with me, and maybe it's bullshit, because maybe it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't know.
But if you're that sensitive that shit bothers you, I don't know, like, you fucking ruined like, her public image. I don't know. Like, what? But have you ever fucking, there's, like, 3 people I, like, truly trust, you know what I mean? To where if they're being honest with me, then I'm like, oh, yeah, this is genuine. Like, where other people have opened up to me, and it's like, is this real? It feels like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know you well enough to be like, yeah, she's cool. Like, every time I feel like I open up to people, I feel like they're like, this guy's a fucking, I got to get away from him or something.
Well, that's how I feel, but like when you do it to me.
I did a show, and was like, "Can I walk with you back to your car?" And I was like, "Sure." And then I thought he like was trying to have a conversation, and I was just trying to talk. We weren't even talking about anything weird, but I just felt like he was just like, "All right, whatever, man. Like, leave me alone." I was like, "Well, you asked to walk with me. I don't know what you want."
What, are you trying to fuck me? Why are you trying to walk me back to my car?
So that's why I just stayed closed off, and then I was like, "God, Jeremy's weird," and I'm like, "Whatever. I can't figure it out."
Well, when you're being genuine with me, I believe it. But I also know you. I talk to you every week. I talk to you almost every day. It's not like, you know, it's I don't know. There's like 4 or 5 people probably that aren't, you know, my fucking family and Stacy.
Did they have to go back and edit your episode? Like, if I go back and listen, is like all the stuff bleeped out? Or is
they took out the story about what actually happened that night. They took that out, and they took me shitting all about it out of the story.
That's crazy. Why are we censoring these things? They're not even like, maybe I get that. That's personal to him.
Well,
but
the thing, it's like that's his ex.
No, I know that's his thing.
Whatever.
But I mean, like,
her story I was literally just telling the story. And, so I don't know. It's weird, man.
It's fucking like if someone told the story about like me shitting everywhere at that party, and I'm like, "Hey, don't make fun of me for that." And I'm like, "No, of course that's what happened. You could talk about it." I don't know, like,
yeah, what you should be absolutely ostracized from society. I don't know, man. But like growing up, that's how you knew you were friends with somebody,
right?
Like the person who treated you the most like shit was was your best
parents, but
right. But those also your best friends would be the meanest. Would be the meanest to you, but they also care the most about you. You know what I mean? Like the people that give you the most shit usually are your friends.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just a weird culture.
Plus, you guys have been hanging out a bunch. I don't get why she would flip out the way she did. I mean,
right. Yeah,
Like,
I don't
if
know.
someone
Man.
came at me and said some shit and I like never talk, I'd be like, well, that's fucked up. But if it's like someone I was also doing shows with and hanging out with, I could have been like, you know, you've at least reached out personally before I just went online and was like, wow, like that's just insane to me.
Yeah, right. It's all whatever. They're all fucking. But it's like, you know, this fucking scene inclusivity bullshit.
But they're not
it's
inclusive.
Like, we gotta be nice. Yeah, no, they're not inclusive. It's not inclusive. You know what would be fucking, how about we do inclusivity to people who are funny? How about that?
Yeah.
And then everybody who isn't included. So now we have fucking 4 people.
It's not even that, man.
Who are
like,
all...
She hates that there's other women doing comedy. Like, she doesn't want, she wants to be the one.
Do you want to be the only one? Fucking, you know, it's just, these people are just full of shit.
Yeah.
Just be funny and be comics and fucking be generally nice and give each other shit, and who gives a fuck? Like, the amount of people I've helped to the amount of people that I've hurt their feelings is not even close. Like,
right. I was going to say, you're like
fucking,
the most giving person in the scene. You do so much for everybody, and they're going to be like, he's a bully.
Yeah, I'm fucking such a bully. I took 3 hours twice a week during a pandemic to fucking listen to your shitty bits.
I know, and then you bail on me.
And I didn't even tell you they were shitty. I didn't even tell you they were shitty. I fucking didn't tell you they were bad. I go, well, maybe there's something there. And think about it. And long enough to fucking point something out that doesn't suck in it.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb. I guess a message last night because he had liked the post and then he had unliked it.
Oh, God.
Like, liked her post
I think sent it. It said, likes this. I think his name was on there.
Yeah. And so he liked it, and then he unliked it, and then she messaged him, why did you unlike it? Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
like,
God.
oh, this shit. Yeah, dude. And he was like,
media,
yeah, man.
That's
These
some insane behavior.
People are psychos. Fucking absolutely nuts.
But I don't get, I'm also like, hey, you fucking suck. Like, I'm tired of everybody making excuses like, well, she's got mental illness. Like, okay, well, we all fucking do. It doesn't mean you get to act like a psycho.
Yeah. Everyone does. What do you mean?
Because like I was talking about it with my roommate last night.
We all fucking have mental illness.
And I was like, well, I just don't think she's really a good person. Or I've like never really liked her since the incident. And
who?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
And he's like, you don't get to say anything. You've cheated before. And I was like, it's not about cheating. It's I never forced myself into someone's bed against their will like a psychopath. Like, that's not good behavior.
She's also she's also nuts.
And everybody's like, yeah, but she's crazy. So like, give her a break. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, how much do we just let people slide? Like, yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah. God damn. Like, what is happening? Why are people like this? Just stop hanging out with fucking nuts people. Like, everybody's like, oh, I want to cut the toxicity out of my life, but also keep all these insane motherfuckers around. Like, no, we have to fucking nip that shit in the bud, dude.
I was talking about this kind of yesterday with Carrie because her roommate's like also a psycho. And I guess she had a friend over and they like were getting wasted. And she's like, I overheard her going on about how she like can't stand drama and hates it. And I'm like, she causes drama literally like 24/7. It's like always the people that are like, I hate toxic. I hate this. They're like the most toxic people. They're like,
Yeah, I can't believe you guys are bullying people. Here's a post about me bullying you for bullying people.
And then today, I guess she woke up and she was like all fucked up. Like there was like an empty margarita mixer bottle or something, and her boyfriend was like, oh, she's feeling the effects of the vaccine today. She's kind of down. And Carrie's like, are you kidding me? She like got fucking completely hammered last night. think I'm an idiot?
Yeah, it's probably the vaccine. I don't know. It could be the fact that I drank till 4 a.m, but probably the vaccine. That's probably what it was. Dude, I slept for 13 hours yesterday.
That's crazy.
13 fucking after the vaccine. I was out. Like, I could not move. I was like, what the fuck?
I felt
Glad
nothing.
I didn't get COVID. Jesus.
But like I said, I think if you like...
I get the vaccine and I still feel nothing.
I get the vaccine.
What the fuck? I don't feel anything.
I'm dead inside.
I still can't feel anything.
All right. I gotta take a break to take this hoodie off. It got like way too hot in my room.
Yeah, all right.
It was chilly earlier, and now all of a sudden it got really hot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like 81.
Oh, God. Come on. He is super nice.
He's just dumb. He's a dummy. He's a big dumb guy, and that's okay.
He cast her in our first sketch. And I was like, well, if you need her to be part of a couple, why don't you just have do it, and then we can film it because we'll have 2 cameramen.
He's like, no, I have to be her boyfriend.
No, and he sent me the script, and it's Alex. I'm like, okay, if you want to be in it, it's fine. I don't care. I thought the whole point was like we were gonna film it because we never had a cameraman before, and then he's like, I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because he wants to fuck her. He's gonna Harvey Weinstein his goddamn sketch.
Well, it better be good. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, Weinstein Company did produce some good movies, but but yeah, I feel like, he's just using it as a ploy to get her to his house.
It feels like, 'cause he's like, we'll just have to play the other part. I was like, cannot act this out. It's not gonna be good.
Why is he even on the list of people?
So I'm like, can we get somebody else, please?
What in the fuck is happening? What is wrong with the people we know?
I don't know.
I feel like I live in an alternate universe. I'm like, am I fucking living in the QAnon reality? Like, am I like, is everyone else living in another reality that I don't live in? Like, I don't understand why people are like this.
Yeah, it sounded like, so I rewatched the first episode because the first time I watched it, I was kind of doing something else on the computer, and it sounds like the guy outed himself in the first episode because he was like...
Well, I haven't watched the last 2 yet, but...
no, I mean, even in the first one, he says he got like 12-something million views or whatever, and they're like, how do you know that? And they're like, oh, I didn't know. And it's like, what?
Yeah, it's probably Ron Watkins, most likely. But who knows? Who cares? Also, who cares? It's still happening. It's
you guys
still
kept talking
going
about it, so I just wanted to watch the documentary because I don't know any of the people behind it. I just know the people in front of it.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's wild. There's people. I mean, people still believe that Trump's in charge and the military's in charge with Trump being the president. It's like, what fucking world do you live in, dude? There's a guy I work with who's like that.
Yeah, I got in an argument with my dad last night.
Yeah?
Because I went to pay him for the rest of my car, and we were just talking, and he was telling me how I'm midlife, which is generous, I guess. I think I'm going to live to 70 or whatever. But
yeah, dude, you're at end of life care, really. You should be in a hospital. I should be
in a home, yeah. Well, I should own a home, but
you should be.
Boomers ruin the generation.
That's funny.
Man,
and you're fighting with your dad.
He started bitching about. I was like, yeah, I hate politics. Or because first I showed up and I had my mask on. And he was like, get that fucking mask off, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, not out of the woods yet on this. Like, he's like telling me how he's like, but if you got to respect my freedoms. I was like, your freedoms? You just yelled at me to get my fucking mask off. Like, how's that respecting my freedom at all? I don't understand. And then he was just bitching how everything's political. And I was like, you make it political. Like, I literally have a joke about that time when you yelled at me because I made fun of Trump and it had nothing to do with being a Republican. Like, I was like, I will never understand how you guys like worship a guy. Like, all politicians are stupid. I don't understand how you like love a guy so much. Because he started so proudly, like, I voted for Trump. I was like, I know you did. But then it was funny because by the end of our conversation, he's like slinking down in his chair. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know what to say to this. Because I was just like kind of sounding off. It was like all this shit that like just piled up on me. And I was just like, both my parents suck. I hate you. Bye. And thanks for the car. And then I left.
Thanks for the car, Daddy. And then
I paid for it. I paid it off because I finally got my stimulus check in the mail.
There you go.
Deposited that. I don't understand why the bank then also is like, well, it's going to be a bit before you can have this money. And I'm like, it's from the government. Why do you got to get involved?
I mean, I feel like, they can't, it's just like a check. It's just a check. It takes time to clear or whatever.
It's just annoying because it took forever to get the check. And then the bank's also like, oh, hold on a second.
Yeah. Whatever.
But it's
at least you got it.
Yeah, it's all taken care of.
What were we talking about right before you brought up your dad?
Q, because that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, but there's a guy I work with that believes all this Q shit, and he fucking dated a girl when she was 14 and he was 24. It's like, you're the fucking, you're the pedophile. You're the one that you're looking for. It's the call is coming from inside the pedophile's house. It's you. You are the one. You're the pedophile. Fucking, she was 14, and then you guys broke up when she was 19. Like, you fucking...
Oh, Jesus. That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's fucking gross.
It is hilarious how all the people that got outed as pedophiles haven't been the people they wanted to be outed, so they just keep ignoring it. They're like, oh, whatever.
Fucking Matt Gaetz and,
I feel like scandals do better for politicians now. They're like, that's my fucking guy.
Yeah, they fucking love it. Oh, yeah, he's fucking a 17-year-old. Is she hot? Like,
what
that's
if it
like
was
what?
An ugly 17.
Yeah. Oh, well, she's ugly, so he's a pedophile. But
that's disgusting.
If she's hot, he's not a pedophile. That feels like American politics right there.
I mean, that's what it all comes down to. Still, is like attractive or not. No one cares about anything else, but that's still a big thing.
I don't know. Was it a hot kid? God, I hate living here.
I was thinking about that, like how fucking weird it was that my English teacher made me like pick out the prettiest girl in the class, and I was like, what a weird fucking thing that was that I just didn't think was weird. I don't know. One day I forget what we were even talking about, but he like put me on the spot in front of the whole class, and I had to pick out like who I thought was the prettiest girl in the class, and then everybody thought I was gonna pick this hot blonde, and I was like, no, I like the different type, and I picked a dude. No, I picked some other girl, and she was all like, oh, and I was just like, this is fucking weird. We're all like 14. Why is the teacher asked us to pick out who the prettiest girl in the class is? It's so bizarre.
It's like, who do you think is the prettiest girl? Like, Mr. whatever.
Well, we had another teacher that got, fired, and a priest that got fired for both like fucking kids or something. So.
Hell yeah, dude.
And that was my mom sent me to a Catholic high school thing, and it would be better for me. And I was like, it's crazier here.
Yeah, dude, you had a higher chance of getting fucked there.
Not me. I was out of my modeling days. I started getting hit with the acne and stuff.
You should have picked a dude. That would have been way better.
Yeah, but I mean, God, it was really scary to be anything different.
Yeah, I guess
class
it was
size of like 100 people, and
right, and it was the 70s, so it was.
That would put me underneath the one black guy we had in our class. That would suck.
Which would have been nice for you. You know what I mean? You would have loved that. Put me right underneath him.
Oh God.
So how's
our school's diverse? We got one gay guy and one black guy, and we make the women. We measure the skirts.
That is very weird about Catholic high school. They're like, they fucking walk around with a ruler, like, hey, how short is this skirt? You fucking teen, you a sexy teen.
It's wild. I got sent home for a bad haircut because it was like not uniform standard.
Hey, you're too ugly to be here. We at fucking St. Bonaventure think that you are the...
Well, I mean, Catholic schools do care about, how fuckable the kids are. So that's...
Yeah, Father John says you gotta go home. He said your haircut's fucked up.
Yo, partners, it's time for your daily affirmation with Yao Minge. I want to wish all you twats a happy opening day. You may see my hat and think I'm just a typical Yankees fan, but that's because what you can't see is my New York Yankees tramp stamp I received after I crushed 27 beers in the back of an old Charlie's with a shirtless man who called himself the Lonesome Daredevil. The tat didn't even hurt because I dared old Lonesome to feed me like 4 Percocets, but he was only able to give me 3 because he left the rest in a shirt pocket of the last shirt he ever wore. My heart goes out to him, as well as to all you cunts who also enjoy your buns. Anyway, go Red Sox. Yao Minge.
Go Red Sox really sold it for me. That's funny.
I have started laughing when I wrote Lonesome Daredevil. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. That's just like making up Mad Libs, and I don't know why that made me laugh.
Oh, fuck. That made me laugh real hard. Go Red Sox.
2 for 2 so far.
I can't do my character until you bitch about something, and then I can make fun of you.
Okay. Well, I think this is a decent reason to bitch. So, have you ever shopped at like Aldi or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, I went there. I always keep a quarter in my car because I like to go there to shop, and you got to put a quarter to get like a cart.
Yeah.
I went to try to put my card away, and this like older lady was like, "Oh, here, let me just give you 25 cents and you can give me your cart." And I was like, "I guess." She's like, "Yeah, don't put it away. Here, give it to me." And like took my cart, and I was like, "Okay." And then she like handed me like a dime and 3 nickels or whatever, and I was like, "This isn't the same." This is the same thing as a quarter. No, it's not. I can't use this. You couldn't get a cart without me. You fucked me.
But that's like the whole.
Now I got to get a new quarter.
It's not a quarter. It's not a quarter. I can't. What? I can't get a cart at Aldi with 3 nickels and a dime. Are you dumb?
I love that so much.
What the fuck is wrong with you, lady? What do you think I am, a coin star? What the fuck?
Here's another
That's
one.
my character.
Well, here's another one. We went to the driving range.
Yeah.
I was like turning around to go to my bag, but then this guy without a mask, like no one was wearing masks. This guy, but we had our own little alcove, and this guy was like walking the length of the driving range behind where you hit the balls. So I turned around to like walk to my bag, and he was trying to walk through. So I was just like, he stopped. I was like, "No, go ahead." And he's like, "No, you go." And I was like, "Well, I was just walking to my bag, so you can." He's like, "Then walk to your fucking bag then." And I was like, "Well, what the fuck did I just do to you?" And Carrie was like, "Jesus Christ." And I was like,
that's a little, I actually understand that one. That's pretty good. What the fuck?
Well, that was like that was like an encountered myself as an adult or something.
Then walk to your fucking bag, you idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. He said it's so mean, and I was just like, "All right." And I like walked to my bag, and
your bag.
I just nervously like grabbed a club out I didn't even want, and then walked back just so he'd like go away. Like I was like, it was fucking weird.
What a weird interaction. So like, nothing happened after that? He just
no. Then he walked away after I got my club. But like, do I have a face that just like makes you want to like hit me or something? Like, why do I feel like people just hate me all the time? I'm not doing anything.
I don't know. That one was that. I don't know if that's on you. That guy was going through some stuff, I think. They walked to your fucking bag, bitch.
It's like, Jesus. He didn't put the bitch in there, but I felt it,
Yeah, no, he might as well have called you a bitch. Jesus Christ, he did it in front of your girlfriend. He might as well have fucked her. Jesus.
Yeah. I would have loved to watch that.
That's funny. What else happened that you're going to bitch about like a little fucking bitch boy?
Well, here's a real teenager bitch, I guess. Went to my grandma's for Easter. My daughter's real name is Patricia, but she's always gone by Pepper her whole life, and she hates the name Patricia because she hates Patty and her grandma Pat that she was named after or whatever. She likes the name Pepper. No one calls her Patricia, except my grandma refuses to acknowledge that her name is anything other than Patricia. So they got in a weird spat where she's like, well, hi, Patricia. And she's like, my name's not Patricia, it's Pepper. And she's like, I hate Pepper. And she's like, well, that's my name. And she's like, well, I'm not going to call you that. And I'm like, cool. Can we I'm glad we came over.
Cool. Thanks for ruining Easter, Grandma. Just call my daughter Pepper. Why are you so dumb? What are you, a fucking idiot? Just call her Pepper.
I know, but it's so weird. I'm just like,
you salty old bitch, just call her Pepper.
I feel bad, but I feel like my grandparents should have died a while ago. I'm not like.
But it's also like, dude, at the same, your daughter is just being like, she's like, okay, whatever. It's just let it go. Who cares? She's gonna call you Patricia. She's gonna be dead in
I know that's what everybody said. They're like, your grandma's a real bitch and nasty, yeah. But just let her have this one because she's gonna. And it's like, yeah, I get it, just whatever, ignore it. But I just don't get why everybody complains about her all the time. She's like, she's nasty, she's racist, she's a bitch, but goddamn if she ain't your grandma, so you gotta love her. And I'm like, she should have died 10 years ago.
Well, you also don't have to. You don't have to love her. You don't have to do that.
My grandpa is gone. He doesn't even know who I am anymore. I'm just like, why do we have to go visit him? I feel like I just don't care anymore. My chance to say goodbye to my grandpa's already passed. He doesn't know who the fuck I am.
Yeah. You don't know me. You don't know me, Grandpa.
It's like the audience at Maury during the pandemic because there's only just one person. You don't know me.
You don't even know me anymore, Grandpa. Why don't you just die? Yeah, that's for sure, Jeremy. That's the Jeremy moment for sure.
Well, it's great because at first I was afraid he was going to die. I think I was a loser. Now he's going to die not having any idea who I am. So that's...
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So a loser.
He won the war, so I guess he wins. He's a winner.
Well, he didn't do it by himself, but yeah.
That's not what he told me.
All right. So let's run some bits. Run those bits, bitch.
What's your bits?
Don't try to gender me. That's how I ask people what their gender is. I go, hey, what's your bits?
That could be a game show. Hey, what's your bits?
What's your bits? With Caitlyn Jenner.
You win a brand new car.
So I took that idea that you had for the ending of that password joke, and I was like, oh yeah, that totally works. Because I was like, at the end of it, when I'm doing the, that's not the password, and she's like, Blake, get in the fucking car. And I'm like, Mommy, the password. And then she's like, Blake, I'm going to count to 3, and if you're not in this fucking car, I will end you. Then she goes, 1, 2, and I was like, well, the password is 4, so that was close enough. Doing it like that, yeah. Where she does 1, 2, and then I say 4, because I think that might work.
Because you never actually let your parent get to 3. You always kind of wait to...
Yeah, don't get to 3. Yeah, just 1, 2. Password is 4, that's close enough, and then just get in,
Yeah.
I think that could be fun.
I think it is. That makes more sense because a kid would never. He would always like wait till they got to 2, and then
always 2, and then be like the password's 4. Like it's like that would be that's a fun little thing. And then I used to end it by saying something like, "Senior year was weird," and then I do this with my
and then you punch. You're a fool.
Yeah. But some fucking dipshit throwaway line that the fucking in the audience would be like,
oh man,
that kind of stuff. What are you working on, you stupid fat bitch? You're a dumb fat bitch.
I really want to get this thing about the garbage bag window to work.
Yeah? What is that?
Just about the idea of how did like garbage bags become the go-to for a window when it breaks? Everybody always puts a garbage bag over their car window, and a garbage bag is nothing like a window. I don't understand.
But also like,
and then my keys that I got from my car, they used a garbage tie-off ring to make the key ring because it didn't have a keychain ring. And I was like, what is the relationship with garbage and cars?
But also, I mean, what do you propose would be a better thing to replace a window with?
Well, I was thinking like a shower liner because at least you can see through it and shit. And it's like weatherproof or rainproof. It would make way more sense, I feel like.
But then what are you gonna put in? What are you gonna put in your bathroom? A garbage bag?
The only part I got that seems to work is the like garbage bags leak. I can't tell you how many times I've had a garbage bag leak like liquid all over me. Because then if I did, you'd realize I take trash out for a living. Like that
part works.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing to use to cover a window because if you broke all your windows, you'd suffocate yourself. Like you'd have a garbage bag on every window.
It's also like, hey, what should I replace this window with? Something I cannot see out of.
Right.
Like this completely just blinds me from this side instead of just having an open area. I have decided there's like also something about like the idea that their car, instead of leaving their car somewhat open, they have decided to close it off with a garbage bag. Like,
yeah. But yeah, something about that because it's such a ridiculous idea, but everyone does it. Like everyone, when their window breaks, they just use a trash bag. And that's what.
It like for sure thought like people are going to give me shit about this. And then like they fucking, it happened and everybody was like, oh, that's not a bad idea. And like it fucking caught on. Like, yeah. Like that's like, I think that there's something funny to that. Like that the guy who first did it was like, oh, what do I fucking do? Put a garbage bag over it? Like,
yeah.
Shut